Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to an episode of Jocktimes with Jonna, your boy, your man, the myth, the legend himself, Andrew Jonna. Welcome everyone to another episode of Jocktimes with Jonna. I know there's a lot going on right now in the world of sports, but we have a lot to talk about today. What's going on right now? Red Wings, I know we're talking about Michigan football today, but Red Wings, an emergency podcast. Red Wings just scored a goal. Raymond in. Pistons are in overtime. 112 to 109 against the Hornets. They came back down 20 today. So now the Wings are making a big comeback right now. So let's see what happens with the Wings. Get the chat going. We need everyone to really encourage everyone to be on the chat. And really just take it all in. A lot to talk about, a lot to unpack on. But I know there's a lot going on in the world of sports. There's football going on, but we have a Jock Times episode to do. So let's get this started with Michigan football. The state of the program, where it's at. I will wait. I want more people to get on the live stream. We have a special guest tonight. Talk about Michigan football and the state where it's at. Pistons. We got to talk about the Pistons right now. The Wings. This is a big win for the Wings. Okay. Not so great road trip for them, but now coming back home, this is a big win for them. So very excited about that. Pistons are in a big battle right now, so we need everyone against the Hornets. One of our right now we have the arch nemesis, the Hornets. I think it might be a goaltending. Looks like there's a goaltend. Oh, there's a foul actually. Let's see what's going to happen here. Pistons down. Pistons are up 112 to 110 right now. Jalen Durn comes into the game for Isaiah Stewart. Let's see what happens here. So let's see what happens here with the Pistons. 112 to 111. Hey, Jackson's here. Oh, we got people now in the chat. We're gonna be good. Jackson, we're gonna talk about Michigan football shortly. We're getting the Lions. We're talking about the Pistons right now in this game right now. We do have stuff going on, and the Detroit Red Wings just officially won their game today. 1-2 is the final score for that game. Oh, Jackson, good to see you though. You can listen to it later on the podcast on the Spotify app or SoundCloud or our YouTube page. 112 to 111, Detroit Pistons. Oh. And I think that's a foul. I think we got a foul. Oh. 112, 111, Pistons, Hornets. Oh. Pistons down 113 to 112 now. Ivy has a ball. Ivy. Oh, God. Here comes Tobias Harris. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, let's go. He misses. 112 to 113. Tight battle right now. One 113. Oh, wow. But yeah, let's get this started on this Michigan football talk. About Pistons too. Congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines on getting probably the best prospect in Michigan history, probably the best recruit in Michigan history. His name is Mr. Bryce Underwood. Mr. Bryce Underwood is the number one recruit in the 2024 recruiting class, 2025, high school recruiting class for college football next season. Number one quarterback. What's funny is Michigan number one, work at Ohio State number two, but we're going to that. Michigan needs to do a couple of things. One, they need to fire the OC and DC tomorrow. Start fresh. This is what Michigan should do. Lincoln Riley gets fired, you go after Lincoln Riley. I think USC fires Lincoln Riley. That's the first phone call you make. I know there's rumors might go to the Bears, but I do think there's a chance Michigan can get Lincoln Riley, be their OC, and develop Bryce Underwood. Because if Bryce Underwood's not being developed in a year or two, he will transfer. He will find money elsewhere. He'll say, I don't really give a crap about your if $10 million is nothing. I think he's getting more. I think he's getting $15 million. Okay. That's not including his endorsements, other stuff going on. I truly think Bryce Underwood's getting close to $15 million with everything included. I think the reason why it's an emergency podcast is because this is a big deal for Michigan football fans. And chat, please let me know what your thoughts are. A scale of 1 to 10 of how great Bryce Underwood's how happy you're getting Bryce Underwood. Scale 1 to 10 or even a smiley face, whatever you want. But really to me is, can Michigan develop Bryce Underwood? And we have a special guest that we're going to be talking about this conversation with. His name is Mr. Dave, a.k.a. Michigan Slappy, a.k.a. diehard Michigan fan himself, a.k.a. one of the greatest crew chats ever, Alex McKean, talking about Michigan football. Please welcome, and we're going to call him right now, David Elias. Hi. Hey, David.
What's up? How you doing?
David, how are you doing? How happy are you right now?
I'm doing great. Honestly, I didn't believe it. As I told you, I didn't believe when you first sent it. I thought it was fake.
I think most people thought it was fake, honestly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, think about this. I thought that was a meme. I'm not joking. I mean, no one thought Michigan was going to pull this off. And to me, it shows a lot about the program. And Michigan is now officially, and I can say this proudly, they're on the level of OSU, of an Alabama, of a Georgia now. This is the biggest Michigan recruit in history. By far. Okay? Yeah. And this is where you got to give credit to Sharon Moore and the boosters and Portnoy and others. They worked their butts off to get this done. And they did it in style. It was such in style where no one expected it. And you've got to give credit to credit's due.
Yeah, I also think that Brian Kelly didn't help himself in the last couple of weeks.
I mean, he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, Brian Kelly, they're in a terrible spot in the program. They might fire Brian Kelly. They might. Oh, I think they're going to fire Brian Kelly 100%.
Yeah, you saw him yelling at players on the sideline, then getting blown up by Alabama, then losing to Florida. It's just been bad for him recently.
So the big thing for Michigan is obviously the quarterback development, OC. We saw that with J.J. McCarthy. This is obviously a bigger deal than getting J.J. McCarthy by far. What does Michigan got to do in the offseason with the OC position? Because, they got Wawa Wua, whatever his name is. I don't know his name. From Old Dominion or wherever he came from.
Yeah, Kirk Campbell, yeah.
And my idea, I told the viewers, is you go get Lincoln Riley. I think USC fires him. You get him a competitive offer. I don't think he's going to go to the Chicago Bears. I truly think you get Lincoln Riley as pay him as a head coach money you win the Natty. No, you're going to win the national championship with Lincoln Riley as your OC. Even though Sharon Moore is probably going to develop as a coach next year, you need someone in a higher level than just. You need someone higher to experience more than Sharon Moore does.
It'd be very, very hard, I think, to get him, though. I think there's a chance he stays at USC. And also, if he does leave USC, if he gets fired, I think there's going to be a bunch of teams that are going to offer him a head coaching job. It's very hard to get him, though. But, no, that would be the best option, obviously. Other name I thought was Brian Greasy. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback coach at San Francisco. He played for us. He won a national championship in 1997. He's a quarterback coach, so there'd be an upgrade to go to an offensive coordinator, and he's familiar with the program. I think that would be a good name, too.
Yeah, 100%. And that's something that Michigan football is going to have to realize. I mean, what's his name? I mean, and I told this to people last week. I didn't think Michigan was ever going to pull this off. I thought Michigan, like I tell everyone, would never be good to War Manuel's out as athletic director. Michigan improved last week. They're in it to win it, and I think this hire is it's the best recruit in history. When you look at all the great recruits, Michigan, Desmond Howard, J.J. McCarthy, going back to Julius Peppers, Denard Robinson days, all these guys that come in. I mean, there's so many others, Corum, other guys. This is it. This is like Alabama type stuff you do in Alabama. And now, if you're Michigan, you are telling Ohio State, we are in it to win it now. And I think this puts Ohio State in a disadvantage. Michigan's proving himself. I keep saying this, the Jim Harbaugh days, putting themselves as a great, great brand. Yeah. Great brand. And they're going to be – they could win the Natty. Now, I'm not saying next year they'll win the Natty or even 2 years from now. I think 2 years from now you make the playoff. That's the minimum. Yeah. Even your 11th seed. But I want to tell the viewers this. In 2026, they're going to go to 16 teams. There's only 2 more years of this, and they're going to 16 because the contracts are up. Yeah. Michigan's in a very good spot because they're going to do these what I'm hearing is, I mean, you hear this too, they're going to do these automatic bid spots for these like college basketball, like the Big Ten teams getting minimum out. Yeah. The SEC. It's going to put Michigan every year in the playoff. Because I don't think Oregon's going to be good next year. I don't think USC is getting the brand recognition they thought they would going in the Big Ten. I don't think UCLA, that's a joke. Washington's a joke. I think Michigan, Penn State, and Ohio State are the 3 teams getting in every year. If you get 4 spots or 3 spots in the Big Ten, even without the conference championship game, Michigan's in a very good spot. I mean, they're in the best spot ever. And you play and you put one hard team here in the schedule. They're doing. They're putting Oklahoma next year. They're going to put Texas again LA in 2027. They're in a great position. I mean, you can't be mad if you're a Michigan fan right now. Like, this is like the best day of your life.
I think throughout the entire year, the only thing that keeping the fans happy and and being satisfied with Coach Moore is you saw his ability to recruit throughout the season, just pulling everyone, flipping everyone. It's made me optimistic.
I mean, I'm not saying this. He hasn't done it yet. His recruiting won Harbaugh and Natty. Harbaugh's a very charming guy. I think Sharon Moore did a lot more than people think, and we're seeing it right now, I think.
Yeah, even people say Kirk Campbell, both him and Moore are just able to really get offensive players. I mean, you've seen that. Without Harbaugh, without the winning, really bad season this year, still pulling this off is crazy. I mean, no one would have expected you're 5-5 and you're pulling off the number 1 recruit in the country. Which school can do that?
I mean, I've never seen him before. I mean, maybe right now at Colorado with what they were doing, or with Travis Hunter, but other than that, I mean, this is the most magical. I think this is a bigger. And I'm not saying this. I mean, Natty was great. This is just as big as the days winning Natty. And this is like the best recruit in Michigan history. And Michigan's got to realize they have an opportunity to win the national championship 3 years from now. That's the goal. I don't think next year or this year is it. I think 3 years from now, you're going to see a full Sharon Moore. What's the word? Full Sharon Moore term. And his time in Michigan, and I think it's going to be a great challenge. Now, the question is, Jane Daniels, he'll definitely going to transfer.
Yeah, I agree.
But my thing is there talks right now about Bryce Underwood? Is he going to play next year in the first game of the year? I think he is, but you got to be careful with the quarterback development. I think that's something that Alabama's done a good job with other schools. I think it's exciting, but I'm a little nervous because he's going to be playing his first games.
That's why, you look at schools like Oregon, you look at schools like Alabama, Ohio State, really every powerhouse except for Georgia has 2 or 3 guys ready to play quarterback at high position, high level. And I think that what Michigan needs to do is in the offseason still bring in a transfer. Everyone says the name Miller Moss. I think that would be a good name to bring in. You have them compete. And if the freshman loses to a fifth-year senior who's playing at USC, that's fine.
That's fine. No. And that's what I'm trying to say is I don't think you rush him. I think rushing him would be the worst thing ever to Michigan's program. It would kill him.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Miller Moss would be the perfect name because he only has 1 year left. I think when he was coming out of high school, Michigan finished second for him behind USC, and he has a lot of family connections to USC in this Kansas area. So, there's rumors that we're the top spot for him in Michigan. I think it'd be perfect to bring him in, have them compete, see who wins the job, and I don't think Bryce Underwood would complain being back up to Miller Moss for a year.
No,
I think that.
And that's my thing is maybe you put, maybe you do the J.J. McCarthy and Kate McNamara stuff, the double quarterback at times. I don't think they should play. I think they should play like you play against a Toledo or something like that.
Exactly.
But when we're talking about playing against Oklahoma and Norman, no, you don't start him. And it's going to diminish his development, which scares me the most about him right now.
Yeah. You want him to feel. You don't want him to feel rushed. You want him to learn the playbook. You want him to get used to the college environment. You want him to get used to just being on that field and seeing different plays, more complex. So I think for bringing in any quarterback, but I think Miller Moss without a doubt is the best because he only has 1 year left. It seems like he wants to go to Michigan. He was always it's a school that it was on second on his list. I think that'd be the best guy to get.
And I think that's a good thing as maybe he'll make a rally again and we'll bring him on. But I think this is something that Michigan football fans can be happy with is I think now you're going to actually see a developmental quarterback program, which I love Harbaugh. He can never do that. Harbaugh only got JJ, and everyone thought, what's his name again? Shane Patterson. Shane Patterson, right?
Oh, Shane Patterson.
Yeah, they thought he was going to be God. Everyone's freaking out, and he was trash. I think Harbaugh did a really, really good job of recruiting, wide receivers, secondaries, edges. They can never get a quarterback. And I don't want to hear J.J. McCarthy was one of many.
Oh, and with Joe Milton, with Dylan McCaffrey, with Brandon Peters, Alex Malzone. We heard all these names,
Yeah, and it wasn't never the guy Harbaugh ever wanted. I think Michigan benefited this, and I know Michigan has a terrible NIL program, which they proved they do not today.
Yeah.
But without NIL, Michigan would not be in this position right now. I don't think you get Bryce Underwood. Because I know LSU, I know all these SEC schools are undercovering doing NIL before NIL was a thing. So Bryce Underwood, I want Michigan fans to hear me out. He would have never, ever been at Michigan. I'm truly believe it. He would not have been at Michigan.
I think for sure, looking at the last couple weeks, he would have decommitted to LSU. But I don't think he would have went to Michigan. I think he would have went to Ole Miss and Alabama, Georgia, something like that. I don't think he would have went to Michigan despite him decommitting from LSU. LSU's been a train wreck recently.
I think he's getting between us $15 million a year. I think the $10 million is just a start. And
there's a lot of it's not on paper money, as you said, sponsorships and just things that are just benefits that he's received, of course. Yeah.
So today, what I heard was, the roster limits and all that. The NCAA with the court today, we got approved with the salary cap now. Now the salary caps for all the sports. It's not just for football. It's going to go up every year 4%. What Rico Beer was saying today, and I really, really think there needs to be a hard cap at some point with this. There needs to be something with each conference running. I don't know how it's going to work, but they either got to go like I don't know what's going to happen in the next year or two, but I think the SEC Big Ten thing is going to die off soon. I think it's going to be just two big mega conferences, and they're going to and I just think college football changed today, and I think now these schools paying the players, you've got to really think hard of these smaller schools like your Rutgers, your Northwesterns. They aren't going to put up with this anymore.
Yeah,
they might leave the Big Ten. I mean,
they can't compete. You can't. They don't have the money. They don't have the facilities.
And my thing then is if they don't do that, I'm considering if I'm Northwestern, if I'm Rutgers, if I'm Maryland, if I'm Purdue, I am highly after today in this money thing. I know it's crazy considering going maybe to the Pac-12, maybe create this mega small conference with these small schools and make it such a great conference. Because I think the Big Ten and I think the ACC, Florida State's like Clemson, their contract with the ACC are done soon. But the money contract's over. I can see a Clemson going to the SEC or a Florida State. I mean, a lot's going to change in the next 2 or 3 years. But I think today for Michigan, it benefited because they have the best quarterback in the nation. They're going to develop into a great quarterback. And they proved today they're a quarterback team.
Yeah, no, let's not forget. In a couple of years, too, he's going to be a senior next year in high school. Brady Hart. He's a 4 5-star guy, and he's amazing. He's one of the best quarterbacks in Florida. So Michigan has this line of quarterbacks ready, not just one guy. I mean, they have a bunch of guys that are going to be ready to see them. People are going to see Underwood, and they're going to see Hart, and they're in high school. They're going to want to join Michigan, too.
Oh, so yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. But I really think Michigan today really benefited from anyone else in the nation. I mean, this is the biggest accomplishment of Michigan football. This is the biggest accomplishment. I mean, winning Natty is great, but this is just as big. I mean, this is an accomplishment forever. I think Michigan fans will never forget this day. I mean, next year, the Big House. I think the first game is what, CMU? Let's check right now.
Yeah.
And when he gets in, oh, my God. Oh my God. The town,
New Mexico's next,
Big House. Oh, they're gonna lose their shit. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna lose their. I mean, they're playing New Mexico the first game. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance, no matter who, like Miller Moss, whoever's gonna be, he's probably gonna play a little bit of that game.
I mean,
unless they decide to redshirt him, even if they do, that could probably be a game you play regardless, even if they redshirt him. So. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I still feel pretty good. I mean, looking at the schedule right now, we don't know the date. We have the dates of the first 3 games. I mean, you're gonna go play New Mexico, and you're gonna go to Normandy, which I think that college game day. If I'm saying this right now, if Bryce Underwood starting game day, will go to that game 100%. That'll be a prime time. They're gonna put that on the ABC. The big noon. I don't think big noon's gonna get it. I think they're gonna put it at night, and then the Central Michigan the next week. So there's a couple games on the schedule. Maryland, Purdue. They even have. There's a multiple games. Northwestern. I mean, looking at Michigan's schedule already, it looks like between us a cupcake schedule for the Big Ten. Actually,
definitely. Everyone's been saying.
I mean, look at the schedule at Maryland. That's a win next year. Ohio State. I'm not putting it. Let's just see what happens. Okay, we're not going to count Ohio State yet.
I feel confident about every single game except for Ohio State.
I mean, think about this. Michigan only plays. They don't play Oregon. They don't play Penn State. Oh my God, their hardest games all year are at Oklahoma, against Ohio State, and at USC.
And Oklahoma hasn't been particularly good this year.
And at Nebraska, Michigan might only lose 2 games next year. Look in the schedule right now.
Again, if things go to plan, if we get more transfers.
Two losses.
I would be surprised if there's more than one, actually, looking at it. But yeah.
The schedule, I mean, next year, we're talking about next year already because the season's a wash. And Michigan might be in the Cook and Lane Bowl, which would be kind of cool to see it before field. What? I mean, I think everyone will go to that game.
Yeah.
I just think, looking at the schedule, I'm not trying my catches right. I'm not going to count my eggs for a catch for any Michigan fan. Michigan might win the Big Ten next year.
I mean, that would be incredible.
I mean, think about this.
But I definitely think they should be able to, like, at least compete unlike last year.
If you beat Oklahoma at Oklahoma, and then you beat Ohio State, or even just lose Ohio State by a touchdown, you're in. You're in with one loss. You're in with even if you go to look at USC and you have, and let's say USC spring, which I don't think they're going to be ranked.
Yeah, they're not. No,
this schedule, it's easy. I mean, I'm not. It's an Indiana. It's an Indiana like schedule. No offense.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yeah, no, I mean this year was packed. We got really hurt with our schedule this year. So I mean, I think next year looking at it again, I'd be shocked if Michigan was out the regular season with more than 2 losses. I would say 1 loss.
If they get 2 losses, you're still in. I'm just letting you know.
You're still in. Yeah, well,
even if you lose in Oklahoma and you lose to Ohio State by a touchdown, you're in.
Early in the season, exactly.
And Michigan is at Ohio State's at Michigan, and that's Ryan Day's kryptonite. And I think Ryan Day, I think number one Ryan Day. We can go over that later, but this schedule next year, even with Merrill loss, and this team gets good transfers, Michigan might be a playoff team.
Well, I mean, you got to look at Oklahoma right now. It has the exact same record as us. They're 5. Do you think they're going to get better than us next year? I think we're going to get better.
No.
We're going to get way better than them.
Oh exactly. God. Michigan has a chance to make the playoff. I mean, this is look at the schedule. I didn't realize how easy it is.
Yeah. No, everyone's
I mean, I'm not kind of eggs ever with the Big Ten, but I mean, this is huge. Now, I really want to see is Michigan get this is selfish. Michigan get a 7 seed, and then how about or an 8th seed or whatever it is, and then Notre Dame gets to play at the Big House. I think that would be really cool. I think oh my God, it'd be the most incredible college football game in history for Michigan.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
But thank you, David, so much for joining the show. We appreciate you a lot, and go Michigan today. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
No problem, anytime. David Elias, everyone. Jocktimes with Jonna analysis. Really got deep dive into Michigan today, if you're wondering. I mean, again, looking at the schedule for Michigan, I feel very, very confident the way they are and the way Michigan is right now. And I think that's where this is going with Michigan. The schedule looks easy next year. It's going to be an easy year for them. It's very, very, very interesting to see what happens next season with me. And this is an opportunity for Michigan to grow and develop. I have not checked the Pistons score yet. Let's see if the Pistons blew it again. Red Wings won. That's good. Big win for them. And we lost. Detroit Pistons lose again, 123-121. Brandon Miller, oh my God, our kryptonite right now. 38-point, K got an M27. Just wasn't our game. We came back by 20, got in foul trouble real quick. Out rebounding, just sloppy basketball. Pistons have a lot to talk about. Oh, we have another caller right now. Alex McKean. Welcome to Jocktimes with Jonna.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be calling into the show right
now. We have another guest. Oh, Alex McKean is on the show right now. Alex, I need to tell you something right now.
Let's hear it.
I just looked at Michigan football. Me and David just went on a deep dive in the Bryce Underwood thing. I gotta tell you something right now. Have you seen Michigan's schedule next year?
I haven't taken a look at it yet. Why?
Well, first of all, congratulations. You are the definition of a loyal, successful Michigan fan. Went to both the Rose Bowl National Championship. Goes at almost every home game. I want to know how you're feeling. I'm going to go over the schedule. How are you feeling about Bryce Underwood?
No, that was a big flip. We needed him big time. On top of that, we got his buddy, too.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened this morning. What's his name? He committed before Underwood did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So that's what happened.
I think he must have known. He must have known what was coming.
Did you see Portnoy today with what's his face, Ohio State Slappy? And he's like, oh, don't worry. We're going to get him, basically hinting we're going to get Bryce Underwood tonight.
Oh. Well, I'm glad. I don't really follow Dave Portnoy, but I'm glad he told that fat bastard.
McKean, what's your thoughts on the program? I told David this is now officially my eyes a a team with quarterback development aspirations as a program. How do you feel about that right now?
I think it was a key turning point. It was definitely a key turning point to Sharon Moore's tenure. To Sharon Moore's tenure as Michigan's head coach. Welcome, Joe, to the show. Joe, welcome to Jocktimes with Jonna. Joe just got in my car.
Oh, wonderful. Timmy Stebbins is commenting. MA, we love you.
Yes. Well, go Wolverines. And,
oh, no. We have to go over one more thing. Sorry. I want to tell you the schedule real quick, okay? Real quick, okay? Michigan, I mean, their first 3 games, whatever, they play Oklahoma. Their Big Ten games are Maryland, Ohio State, Purdue, Washington, Wisconsin, Michigan State, Nebraska, Northwestern, and USC. If Michigan gets a few transfers, Michigan might win the Big Ten next year.
Y'all are some dog shit. Okay, let's not say that on the show, Joe.
Yes.
I think if we beat Oklahoma, which we should be able to, that program's kind of in shambles. You could say we're in shambles, but the signing of Underwood will hopefully turn us around.
Yeah.
And I think so. It sounds like you're predicting Big Ten championship for the Wolverines.
I am. I'm thinking to be at the Big Ten championship next year.
And you're the biggest Michigan hater I know.
I am, and I'm telling you this as a reporter, as analysis, looking at the schedule, looking at the scouting. Michigan could win the Big Ten next year. I can never believe I say this in a 12-team playoff format.
What have you heard about Dante Moore, Mr. Jonna?
Dante Moore, pretty good.
Is he?
Yes. But yeah, thank you for coming on the show. Have fun with Joe. Go Michigan. Congratulations again.
Yes, go Blue. Good luck to Sharon Moore. I hope he does well.
Thank you so much for calling in. Give me one sec, guys. My computer's dying. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, that was Alex McKean, Michigan Slappy. Going over the Michigan game. Congratulations again to the Michigan Wolverines on their congratulations to Michigan today again. That's a big accomplishment for them. The chat, Declan, pretty funny there. Timmy, that's pretty funny too. But guys, sorry about that, the glitching, but we have to give a big congratulations again to the Michigan Wolverines and thank you, Alex McKean, getting the best quarterback in the nation. Just congratulations again. This is a huge accomplishment for your program and the state of the program now in Michigan. Pistons lose again. Let's go over some Lions real quick. We talked about Michigan today. Lions play against the Colts Sunday. I feel very, very good about this. I think the Lions are going to smoke the Colts. We're going to go over a deep dive on it this weekend, but I think the Lions in a very good spot. That game against Jacksonville I didn't even do a Jackson. I have time, so I've been in Florida working, so I do this live show right now. I did live from Florida, actually, but we really have to give a congratulations to the Detroit Lions last weekend. Probably one of the greatest offensive performances in history. We got to keep it up. We got to keep working hard. And I think the Lions aren't done yet. I think Jared Goff's an MVP candidate. And I think that we'll get more into that this weekend. But other than that, thank you guys so much for joining the show. I really appreciate everyone. Congratulations, Michigan, again. Congratulations, and have a great night.